We talk a lot about the US customs and tell us the newest update.
Well, as you know, February 20th, the U.S. Supreme Court overruled the Trump reciprocal tariffs.
Hello, Peter. It's so great to see you on the Consulegis and INA joint conference this year in Sofia. You are a managing partner of a customs law specialized law firm in New York.
Yes, of Grunfeld, Desiderio, Lebowitz, Silverman, and Claystad.
We know each other quite for a lot of years. We have done a lot of cases and issues together. And at the moment, the biggest problems in customs law are clearly on your side. We talk a lot about the US customs and tell us the newest update.
Well, as you know, February 20th, the U.S. Supreme Court overruled the Trump reciprocal tariffs. And since that time, the lower court, the Court of International Trade, has ordered customs to refund all the tariffs to all the importers, and that surprisingly is underway. They've established what's called the CAPE program, CAPE, and that allows importers, either themselves or through their customs brokers, to claim back duty refunds going all the way back to the beginning of the tariffs.
That sounds really interesting. Let us put it into two parts. The first thing is, I think all additional taxes on the APA, on the National Economic Emergency Powers Act, are now
available for a refund.
Available for refund because
it's not
the
automatic.
Judge said, okay, because the judge said it's not correct.
Correct.
Okay, and do you see any further tariffs coming up as a kind of replacement?
Well, what happened once the Supreme Court overruled the reciprocal tariffs, Trump imposed a new tariff under what's called Section 122, which was a 10% tariff across the board for all countries and all products. That recently was also challenged in the Court of International Trade and also ruled to be illegal, and that is now in the appeals process, and that may even go to the Supreme Court the same way the IEPA tariffs did.
And for all of the tariffs paid, there is a refund possible on this CAPE system?
Well, not for the Section 122 as of yet. That hasn't happened yet. But if things take the same road as the IEPA tariffs, it's likely that those will be refunded. And I would assume it'll be through the CAPE refund program. And it should be noted that Trump has certainly threatened and forecasted that there are a new wave of tariffs coming under Section 301 and 232, which will probably be imposed before the Section 122 tariffs are due to expire at the end of July.
So you see further issues coming up?
Absolutely.
So what we advised our clients in the last month, more than a year even, to put that into contracts, to put special clauses into contracts to make sure that it is not surprising that tariffs rise, is still valid, is still what you strongly recommend.
It is absolutely valid, but they should also consider amending those clauses to also provide for refunds, because all these tariff clauses anticipate pricing adjustments if tariffs increase, but none of them include what happens when tariffs are refunded. Should it go back to the customer who paid it previously in the price adjustments? And that's become a real source of litigation in the United States.
I can imagine. It's a civil law question, basically,
Yep.
but I'm sure there's a lot of security. You should put it into the contract, shouldn't you?
No question. That's
Okay.
the best advice we can give our clients.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.